Hello there. I don't know what situation you're in or whichever debt portal you're in. Don't be worried, don't be dismayed. This is a point of acknowledgement that we're here to work together and find a strategy that will be able to work for you. So, when we talk about debt management strategy is very unique because everybody holds different types of loans or all different types of debt. But one thing I want you to be encouraged is that debt is something that most wealthy people use to leverage in terms of growing their wealth. So the only problem here might be your debt did not go well as planned, or you did not plan well before taking your debt. So for you to move from one point to the next, you might need debt, but you need a very good debt management plan. So on that note, we agree that yes, we made a mistake and we are ready to work it out. Okay? So how do we work it out? So first things first is you need to know each and every debt that you owe. State it down, write it down, look at the implications of the debts that you have in terms of the secured, the unsecured loans, how much are the interest rates, what is the tenure, is it on reducing balance, is it not on reducing balance, and how long is it taking you to repay fully that debt if you stay as it is, okay? So, once we have a stock record of what we owe, we now have to come with a debt repayment plan. A debt repayment plan will have to look at the consideration in terms of what our incomes we do have, whatever disposable income we can have, and in return we can be able to see what we can be able to do. This is because we need to avoid late payments, we need to avoid penalties, and you need to avoid having your reputation being damaged just because you have not done a proper debt management strategy. Okay? So, whatever it is, even if the debt is big, it has an expiry date. It's either a 5-year loan, it's either a 10-year loan, it's either a 15-year loan. But the point is, how do we acknowledge and know that we can pay these debts on time, or we can be able to manage the repayments so that you are within your legal guidelines as a customer? Remember, there are different exit options. There are different ways which the different lenders will be able to negotiate with you. But remember, sometimes your negotiation skills might not come up because you are depressed, you are confused, you are overwhelmed. You do not have a clear strategy, a clear path in terms of how you can sit down with yourself and say, this is the plan that I do have. So at that particular point, you need to understand that if you're starting getting depressed, you know how you go to bed, you sleep, you remember the debt. You're walking around, your life is just revolving around you, imagining this debt that you're carrying behind your back. If your debt is for $500,000, it's for $1 million. Remember, there are people who carry debts of $1 billion and they're sleeping well. So it's all about the mindset. It's all about how you bring yourself together so that you can be able to manage whatever the hurdles that you're facing. Number 2 is when you acknowledge that you have a plan in place, it shows that your systems will be able to work seamlessly and you'll be able to achieve your goals towards fully repaying the loan. So first things first is we are not adding another loan at that particular time. You know, the way you're so much tempted that you're not able to survive within your means and now you want to go and get an extra top-up and you're just in the middle of recovering of stress and headache because you cannot be able to manage your debt. You really need to, at this particular point, especially if you know this debt is taking you into a depression, it's taking you in anxiety, you cannot be able to think clearly, it's the right time for you to recognize the signs that you now need help. You need help by someone who can be able to take you to understand how you can be able to pay this debt with a proper strategy. You know, sometimes when we get into mental or we get emotional or physically sick, we know we can get into a counselor's office and the counselor is able to speak to us. Let's say it's a relationship. But one thing we forget, that that's the same thing around money. You can get someone to walk you through. You can get someone to guide you through. Sometimes when you're in that situation, you cannot think clearly. You cannot be able to plan yourself well. More than often, you have some money somewhere that is lingering around, that is just being mismanaged. And you're waiting until you default your loan, and then your loan goes bad. Please don't wait until the loan goes bad. Seek help as early as possible. You know, just the same way they say in hospitals, seek help before you reach a critical stage. Same applies into finance. Seek help before you reach a critical stage. Because once you reach the critical stage, then it becomes a challenge, because even the debt management strategist is not able to get you as many options as possible. One thing I've been able to see is there are so many ways for you to manage the debt. Even if it means talking to your bank, it's something that your debt management strategist can do, because they do understand how debt can be managed. They do understand the language that the bank speaks, but you don't understand. They do understand the language that your lenders speak, but you don't understand. So you're a victim of circumstances, and sometimes you find yourself straining just because you have refused to seek help. So, in case you feel you need help with your debt management, please reach out. It's not a crucifixion. It's not you acknowledging your weakness. It's you taking a step to secure yourself. Let me assure you that even if you are in a debt crisis, you can be able to pull yourself out and become a financially free person. And you can have that scream of financial freedom. It is just how you're going to replan your life. It is just how you're going to relook at things. It's just how you're going to carry yourself that will matter. Okay? Then at that particular point, once you seek help, that's when we can know, are we going to pay the minimum payment? Are we going to re-strategize? Are we going to restructure? Is it a point whereby you need to relook and reevaluate at ways which you can be able to get extra income? You know, everything has a solution under the planet. There's nothing that is too big that cannot be given a solution. So don't lose hope. Don't give up. Don't sit pretty there and wait for things to fix themselves. The more days the debt goes, the more it gets worse. And let me tell you, there's no single day that the bank will wake up and say, we're going to understand customer X before you approach them with a proper strategy. I will always be able to tell you that out of the many clients I've advised, they've been able to get a way out, which has helped them. And they feel the burden has been eased a little bit. I know, for example, right now in Kenya, when we were during the interest cap, the repayments were meaningful. It was minimal. You would be able to still meet your needs. But the interest rate has skyrocketed by 7% or 10% for some, or even, I don't know. It is just so sporadic. And that means that it's either you get a way to manage it, or the debt will consume you. So don't be a victim. Remember, once again, I said, The people who owe billions, but they are able to sleep soundly at night. Yours is just a drop in the ocean. How you approach it, it's all about your money mindset. Remember, your mindset is what matters. If you put into your mind that you're in debt and you'll not be able to get it out, you might not be able to get out. So thank you so much for watching this far. In case you need help, reach out. We're here to assist you. We're here to help you have a debt management strategy that will work best for you. Towards your journey of financial freedom, there's always opportunity for you to get a better life. Thank you so much, and it was a pleasure to have you watch this video, and hope to hear that those beautiful debt-free screams where you're happy that finally you have a breather down your neck. It's all that I have for now. So it's up to you to take your own personal initiative and create a debt repayment management plan that will work best and give you the sense of freedom. If you find this information given here very useful, please subscribe to our channel. Please also follow us on all our social media pages to be able to allow you to get more information that you can master your money skills. Let's build ourselves together, and together we will be able to get out of the financial stress situation. Thank you.